Hey there, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Violet Vixen. Today we are making spinach turnovers and we're making pastry as well. There's a few steps involved with this, so let's get to it. First step is to clear your bench. We're not doing this into a bowl, we're actually sifting it onto the bench. Grab your sieve, just put that over there. Okay, so 2 1/4 cups of flour straight onto the bench. Make a well in the centre. This is a good way for me to show you what a well looks like. In that well, we are putting 150 ml of water and a pinch of salt. Now, very gently start and bring that all in, and we want to make it into, obviously, the dough. Lucky you missed that. That was a disaster. I don't suggest do that in a bowl, or if you are going to do it this way, add a bit of water at a time. Let's just say the damn wall collapsed and the floor looks like shit. Alright, anyway, so I've regathered. What I did was I just put a bit of water in at a time. I would make it in a bowl though. Okay, that is sticky enough. We're going to set that aside for half an hour before we come back to rolling it. While we're waiting for our pastry to settle, I've weighed out the butter and I'm going to get the frozen spinach ready. So what I've done is I've got my sieve and I've lined it with paper towel because we've got to get as much water out of it as we can. I've got the frozen spinach. I want 675 grams. We're a little bit over. Okay, that's close enough. So set that aside so it can start and thaw. Okay, so after that half an hour, grab that butter and cut it into 1 centimetre thick slices. Doesn't have to be exact, but good idea too. And we're going to play with the flour again. Okay, so this is 225 grams of butter, which I weighed out earlier. Cut it up into slices. So I didn't bother cleaning down my work surface because we're actually going back to it. Probably will be happy to have a bit of flour on there because I'm going to put some more flour on there. Okay, so set that butter aside. your rolling pin. Making pastry is very messy, but if you've ever tried your own pastry versus what you buy, like the sheets, there's probably no comparison to what you'd rather have. Okay, lightly dust the surface. Okay, then you want to roll this out into a rectangle, 30 centimetres by 10 centimetres, and 1 centimetre thick. Okay, now it is sticky, but that's where the flour comes in handy. Okay, first of all, just pat it down a bit. Alright. So, good idea to get a ruler for when you're doing this, just so you can measure it. Okay. Turn it over just so that you're doing both sides. Yeah. Put a bit more flour down as well. I think I've already mentioned making pastries messy. But rewarding. Just don't make a well and put all the water in it. Do it in a bowl. Okay. 30 centimetres. So I've just got a ruler, which I keep in the kitchen. That is not 30 centimetres. So we can bring that in a bit. 20 centimetres. That is not 20 centimetres, so bring that in a bit as well. Close enough. Okay, slice the butter. Lay the slices over 2/3 of the pastry area. So 1/3, 2/3, so leave that much. I have no idea what I'm doing, so welcome to excitement. All I know is these are going to be pretty tasty. Looks like I'm making pizza, doesn't it? Fold that so that it covers up to half of the buttered area. Fold that so the butter's there. The pastry should now be 3 folds thick with butter. Turn the pastry sideways. Roll into an oblong. And fold again into 3. Guessing that way again. Okay, this is going in the fridge for 20 minutes now. So we're resting that for another 20 minutes and then we're going to come back. Time to wash your hands again. Okay, after 20 minutes, grab your pastry out of the fridge. I was going to say freezer. It's not in the freezer. Pop some more flour down and we're just going to fold that again. So exactly what we did on that last step. Give it a bit of a roll. And then fold it up again. Back in the fridge for another 20 minutes. Another 20 minutes up. We're going to give it one more going over. And then one more 20 minutes in the fridge. And then we're ready to go. It's in for the final 20 minutes. And then we're going to start our turnover. Okay, we're ready to spinach turnover now. So we're rolling it for the final time. This time we're going to be cutting it. So we want to roll it out fairly thin. When your pastry is at about 3 millimeters thick, I'm making mine a bit thicker, grab a saucer and a knife and cut around it. We want 4 of these. Place those aside. I'll have to re-roll this. Okay, that's 2. I'm just going to do another 2, but I'll have to roll it first. Squeeze as much water out of the spinach as you can and then put it into a bowl. Juice the 1 lemon. Add your 75 grams of grated cheese. Add juice of the lemon. Try not to get the seeds in. Pinch of nutmeg. 2 beaten egg yolks. And some salt and pepper to taste. Mix that all up good. Then you may have seen me use this little contraption before. This is for making turnovers, pasties, so on and so on. Grab your circle, put it there, and what we want to do is just put some filling in it. Crimp it over. Brush them with the beaten egg. Sprinkle with sesame seeds. 200 degrees for 20 minutes. Beautiful. I'll show you what they look like later. Bye.